when your self-worth supersedes the currency or economic systems, how do we come into these kind of awareness or seeking clarity regarding these matters is something really important, especially the economic system is the most number one priority for everyone's mind in this system. And we navigate life uh, trying to collect enormous level of wealth or uh, a substantial amount of wealth and looking for all sorts of investments and employment throughout our life. For me, one of the reasons that I have to think so much. It was back of my mind pretty much all my life, looking for a deeper meaning regarding everything. So the financial system is not excluded. At this point, financial system, economic system is not working for me because I have been unemployed ever since the Jabiru was mandated by the whole economic system. If I have chosen myself in order to be employed, it wasn't allowed, especially working with a sick or healthcare system. Um, Even if you were a bottom feeder, it doesn't matter. These requirements have to be met in order to be employed. But somebody can say, why don't you just get another employment? But when you have a little bit of time for some kind of assessment as to exactly what happened, and if you are working on healing yourself and have sort of created boundaries, have a healthy vital connection with your mind, body, spirit vessel. As a human species, we can't ignore these factors. I'm not perfect at delivering these things. These are imaginative, creative thinking regarding how to make sense out of our existence and what we are really doing here, that is really taken over our life by these machine of economic system. So let's see what happens. I am not any kind of a financial advisor, so these are really sort of so we can sort of extend or expand our thinking because our health and vitality is the most important thing. Now, I experienced these things firsthand because few years of my healthcare gig, I was extremely happy and grateful for such an opportunity because it gave me an enormous level of comfort to have these kind of inner dialogue, a time and space, sort of mope around and even be depressed or asleep or take care a lot of quality time and have employment. So you are really grateful for these chapters in your life, but we can't stay there forever because any kind of a healing have to take place. You have to really confront these thoughts and ideas and how you perceive these things. And so this is where I am at. And in order, how do we have an example in the natural ecosystem, in the animal ecosystem. They have no investment for future or any kind of institutions looking after pension for when they are a bit weaker. So in the animal kingdom, health and vitality and the current, staying current, and the way the system work. So they are conscious, they are aware of their surrounding, they are really well equipped, and they have an inherent awareness about how to fuel their vessel. This is the investment, wholesome, the health and vital existence. Staying current is their currency system, and the nature always provide their needs, unless if they have some kind of a dire circumstances with the environmental element kind of thing. They are very well rely on the nature to support their life. In comparison with that, in our life, when we have a very clear idea now, the thoughts are things, things become physical, it affects our physical body, what we're thinking, how our operating system works, the level of connection. They are really important factors, because we are really focused on healing, and sort of looking for not just symptom management, but any kind of meaningful healing. We have to be proactive and have awareness regarding these factors. So in order for us to have a really healthy, vital existence, the self-worth, because we have to have awareness as to where we are at, especially when it comes to our health, and creating boundaries, protecting our operating system is number one. It's the foundation for life. It's something that's if you just delay making these assessments regarding our own vessel, it's going to have consequences. For me, it happens gradually. You're really happy for your employment. You have the because my childhood, I already know I will never ever want to participate on any kind of economics or study anything like that. Although I had no idea what I wanted to do, I already have a very clear clarity regarding I do not want to do and waste any kind of time with these fictional programming system. I always felt like, even in the school when I was a child, in a different time, different lifetime ago, I was feeling like my imagination, it taking time away from my imagination. I hated some of the things because I never thought this was practical. It was how it's going to help my future by listening to a whole bunch of lessons, and it was really inconvenient for me because it was taking time away from my imagination. What I want to think about, what I want to do, the kind of play I want to play with in the waterfalls, and picking wildflowers. These were my interests, and I hated thinking any differently and focusing. So it was a dead end for me from the beginning. Mind you, somehow I'm here. But when we regarding my own health, I know after a few years really happy, and it was really helpful for my own healing. I thought, wow, my problems were really very minor or insignificant compared to what people are really going through in the world. This is really horrific, and so therefore I kind of get the strength and the courage to continue on. But after a while, little things start getting to you because you have now awareness about the energies and how it works. And continuously, when you are caring and doing these things, the self-satisfaction is really high. It's become sort of like an addiction, because now you are doing something that you can be happy and impressed with yourself. You have where you are doing some direct task. In my case, when you're caring for the sick people, that's not something in the paper, you're third party, you're directly in contact with the human beings, and you're directly providing sort of uh, the 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 guiding for getting ready for the life or the day. You're participating. So when you come home, you aren't really all that depressed, because you feel like, wow, it's a really good day, I did really well, I made these people smile, they were looking forward to see me, kind of thing. So then um, after a while, you're feeling a little bit of burnt out. You're feeling this is kind of a repetitive pattern. The same people, sometimes different, but doing these daily things. But when we aren't doing our own part to maintain our health and vitality, and not take the initiative and be proactive, instead of continuously rely on someone else to do it for you, and rely on heavy medications and appointments. These things are really, you start thinking about these things, because remember, health and vitality is the um, number one priority and foundation for our existence. Now, put that into the mix. Although you are somewhat independent, you know that you have to also work with the administrative, unconscious, unhealed management styles, like shuffling things around, changing things around, constantly turning over the staff. So you kind of have to guide these people to get things done. So your stress level increases with time. On top of that, you are extremely micromanaged. Sometimes it depends on the kind of a system that is in place. If you when you're into few years, people are learning about your personalities, and they have a bit of awareness. And if you're really mind numb, non-existence, just perpetuate with things in accordance with the plan, never question, never have opinion, never have a judgment. Things just go rather smoothly, but this is not the normal, this is not the real life. Even then, you are sort of trying to put a shield over yourself regarding these things, and internalize this dissatisfaction. What is this healthcare is all about? Why are we deliberately doing this? Is there any kind of thing that we healed and eliminated so that we can eliminate that suffering? It's just nowhere to be found. You internalize these things, you're not in a position to do anything. But I find that everyday people, we always have this idea, well, I am just a one person, I can't really do anything about it, I can't make a change, this is how we've always done. I hear this often from the people, anywhere in the world, we immediately, our reaction is, well, it is just the way the system works. I'm just a one person. We can't change anything. It's not about changing anything, any systems, any institutions. It's about changing ourselves, because now we have a clarity regarding how important our own vitality, health, and strength is all about. So when we start prioritizing healing yourself, when you prioritize maintaining the vitality and the strength um, of our own vessel, we don't really care about the external world. We are not here to rule the world. We are here to maintain our life to the best of our ability. Seeking information is our personal responsibility, because now it's not only we aren't blocked from the accurate information. The majority of the population, they have manipulated, tempered, and shuffled things around for absolute chaos, and we have no idea what the reality is, what the information is, how to navigate it, what is health is all about, what is the spirituality, what is the self-worth, how do we create boundaries. We have absolutely no idea. It reminds me of like when you're younger, you go on circles and circles, and then you suddenly stop and you're like, it's still spinning in a speed. So it is like that, because we are dealing with the information spiritual warfare, and we can't afford not to have caution regarding everything that's shaping our life. So when we use examples, what is the healthy boundaries? What is the where your self-worth, what it take to maintain your self-worth, create boundaries. Perfect example, what happened during the pandemic. When you choose yourself, you are not able to maintain an employment. So it's not something isolated for me. The whole world experienced these things. Now, why do we have to choose yourself? Because if you don't know, it is abuse of your mind, body, spirit vessel. This is the only one you got. You know how it is if you have a little extra caffeine, a little bit of extra some citrus, and something that how affects your mind, body, spirit vessel. If you just eat fast food or have a some kind of a takeout once in a while, how it block everything and cause internal issues and sort of inflammation take over. So you pay attention to these little details. It's really clear that you have to choose yourself. And then some mastermind business person says, hey, we have to mandate this thing if you want to be employed. And but no, this is not something that you have authority over. You don't live in my body. You don't know how I'm going to take care of myself if something goes wrong. I need to create boundaries. I'm here, an employee, and I am not going to allow you to use my body, abuse my body, and talk into some experiment because you can do that. So this is creating boundaries. So there are a lot of things, and for basic knowledge, basic clarity regarding certain circumstances, we can sort of have a discussion. Fast food, if you aren't putting that on in your body, then if say for example you have to be employed, we have done that when you're a teenager, you're going to school. It was perfect, but it's not a long lasting thing is not sustainable, right? And it doesn't agree with your belief system. It doesn't work. So um, if you have these kind of clarity regarding these things, um, it become really easier for you to navigate life. So okay, if you're not uh, particularly living, eating, and giving it to a pet, even animal, you aren't really following your heart, yet you are indefinitely working, but you don't believe in this. It's okay while you're healing, while you're toxic trauma body, while you're figuring things out, when you don't have a healthy boundaries and a self-worth. It's perfect. But we have to go beyond that, because we are seeking information. We are seeking to create self-worth. And going back to the situation happened a few years ago with the mandate uh, bio thing. uh, we have, so the economic system is not working for me because I have chosen myself. Been few years. I don't have unlimited resources. I have few coins, but it's not a long-term thing. But then I have a self-worth. Hey, I'm walking around like I have self-worth, and you you don't get to eat, you don't get to live in a comfortable space protected by external world. So then what we do with the self-worth, we don't know. This is why we have to have a faith. We have to know. But when we know exactly what we are working with, that is so much more, so much more, and it's a foundation for life here in this place. We don't know really what we're doing here, what is the purpose. We know that energies taken draining, energy draining system is continuously working. And when we know these things, it's better to have your self-worth and discover that you have the clarity, because you're not abusing yourself. You're not a druggie on the street. You're with the clarity, you know. So then if life is important here, if development of human vessel, the creator has to provide you and find out a way to support your life. It happens for animals, but humans, we have absolutely no idea what is this system is all about. Everyone is running a rat race while destroying our healthy mind, body, spirit vessel. So then you know the contrast between these factors we can navigate. Now I am here doing my own thing, and I am busy being and creating, doing art. But do I want to sell my art to someone who is already in deficit? This is going to another layer of my crazy crazy imagination and creative thinking. So this is living in fantasy world, right? But do I, if someone can say, hey, if you're so smart, why didn't you create some corporation and become some mega rich person? Sure, if you're into that kind of stuff. But we all have a different ideas and different ways of looking at the world, looking how at the ways to resolve some of the complicated things that we are thinking about, where our imagination leads you. So if you were to sell something, product, in my case, let's say art, but why would I want to sell something to a person that who is already in deficit and who is already in a trauma body, already self-worth is something we struggle, and maybe making maybe it's a good thing, but these things really come to your mind. So then what happens if you sold it to some millionaire? The easy money comes, easy go. But what kind of corporation do they own? Do they go into the island with the island boys? How did they acquire these level of wealth? And why do you how do you want to participate? Because now you have self-worth and nothing else to eat. And so this is kind of a way out there, but it's really how creative thinking happens, and it's how we navigate life. So now when it comes to the economic system, the financial monetary system is extremely highly inflated. It's kind of gross and really yucky. And it's not only you go and you're like, whoa, how much is this banana cost? Or grapes or a mango. Geez, it's really out there. But it's not only uh, unaffordable for the most, and or we just don't know how to manage our finances and utilize the monies is appropriately. And instead of buying a takeout for a 50, 60, 70, even $100, we can buy groceries with that, lively things with fibers. And then we also go in depth and thinking about these matters. And when you have this kind of inflated system, is kind of really yucky and gross. The the value of your labor is really not valued at all. You are just there being a uh, like uh, like you're working for nothing. Your ability to feed yourself and have a shelter for the protection is really really hard to come by, and you're constantly in struggle where to choose and where to prioritize. But we can disconnect tech very quickly and save a lot of money there, because you have to now fuel your body, you have to have some place to live. So there goes your technology, because we have to learn to prioritize, right? So we have to know how to navigate during these difficult circumstances. And without your self-worth and boundaries, you sort of destroy the foundation for your life's existence. And you're like living in a house where the structure and the load bearing walls are destroyed, and it's going to collapse on top of your head. So looking after our health and vitality, because investment is really the strength, the vitality, and the staying current. This is the example we gain from the animal kingdom, in our animal ecosystem. And because we are born into here, because we are alive, and we are created by the unknown source, but we sort of have faith, and we think that the whole existence is followed by the support for life. If that's not the case, it becomes extremely toxic, demonic, hell-like place. If you have a clarity and self-worth and vitality, and make this judgment to protect your vessel, then in return the monetary system is not working for me, working for you, then it's a toxic place. We need to figure out how to move forward from these systems, because now we have awareness. So extremely inflated economic system where you have a lot of space for corruption and money laundering. We hear these things in the media, and this is happening in parallel. And you have to know, do you want to partake on these circumstances? Just because somebody found out some kind of a loophole for extreme level of manipulation, gaslighting, and scaring, and we have these kind of low vibrational demonic people pretending to be people agents too, because we are a machine now. A machine is not a, we're feeding into a machine. It's not logical, it's not a practical. There are some datas, and it's just it's continuously repetitive cycles. And this is why how the economic system work. And now we have to come to terms with these factors and sort of figure out how to best move forward with these hidden toxic trauma creating, scarcity creating, highly inflated system. Is worthwhile putting all of your eggs, your strength, your time, and your everything that you care about, because some people do also move away from the love and security and comfort to go looking for employment. So it's not to discourage people to never have employment, because we always have to put some kind of a time in for our community. So it's not a something that we need to argue about, but these are the things that go through your mind when you try to navigate what is this economic system is all about. And we see it in real time where we are not spending, like, for example, I don't really go and spend things or do things for the neighbors. I will have that silent charity every now and then, making someone shock with hopefulness and happiness because someone gave something and a little bit of coins, you know. You do that every now and then, but when you don't have income, it's kind of hard to do. But they are silently done to restore hopefulness in our human social structure. So everyone should do that. Encourage you to do that, but we have to be proactive and see how these economic system really affect our well-being, and if it's really designed to destroy you and sucks the life out of you. This is something we have to pay caution, and we have to navigate these unknown, very suspicious things. Doesn't make any sense. A whole lot of areas for a lot of corruption, misleading and manipulation. So we navigate very simply and be proactive and protect our own mind, body, spirit, vessel, protect everything that we care about while we are using, participating in these systems, because it designed to consume you, it designed to manipulate you, it designed to make you sickly, and it is a machine. It's not a practical, logical, compassionate, kinder system. It's the spider's web, indefinitely working, repetitively working to consume you, and we know exactly what they're after. So this is my perspective and how I think about the economic system, and it's really not working for me because I don't have employment and participating in this system. But I was very happily contributed to our community and working with the sick people and until it really made you sickly and your injuries and everything. But regardless, they were after more farther suppressing you and trying to take that essence of you, vitality, and scaring you and exposing you to something that is extremely unimaginable and abusive. So this is a point that I come out with, because I create boundaries, and that is the cost. Hopefully, this kind of creative thinking would help the audience to sort of improve these healthy boundaries and self-worth, and prioritizing self-care and all of these things, because it's important to maintain our health and vitality and stay current. Thank you so much.